Been AFK at this new slime farm overnight, and we got a lot of slime balls here. Each of these lights represents 2 double chests filled with shulker boxes filled with slime balls. So each light is about 200,000 slime balls. So each row is about 1,000,000. Looks like we got about 2.4 million slime balls right now. And if we craft those down, each of these lights represents about 13 shulker boxes of slime blocks. So I don't know how many that all adds up to be, but it's a darn lot. I'll have to just craft them all down and figure out how many that is. It's probably way more than I will ever use. It's probably way more than Asta and I will ever use, but I still want more because we've got that obsidian bank back at spawn, which is a collective area that we can all go there and we can store a bunch of items and anybody can come and take whatever they want whenever they want, and that will hold 2 million of any given item. So I want 2 million slime blocks, which is about 9 times as much as we have right now. And it would take about 2 days of AFKing if the farm were at full strength. And the farm is not at full strength right now. We're still missing 8 slime chunks and we're still missing a roof. So let's finish that up. I want to get that working. All right, there it is. Let me tell you though, this thing has been a lot of work. Unfortunately, Astazora has not been able to play much lately, and I ended up setting up almost all of these by myself. It has taken an awful long time, and I'm super glad to finally have it done. But I've gone back to spawn and turned the mob switch back off. I turned it on while I was setting up these portals so that I didn't have to worry about mobs spawning inside of them while I'm setting them up. But I've gone back, I've turned it back off, and this farm is running right now. So let me load up my spectator account and we can see it running at full power. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell the difference. There's definitely more slimes coming through now. And if you can't, just look at my frame rate. Like, it's pretty brutal. It was bad enough before I started recording, and then I added recording to it. And yeah, it's not quite a slideshow, but I'm definitely dropping some frames. But look at these guys come in. This is 500,000 slime balls per hour. I love this thing so much. Oh, it's fantastic. So I more or less ended up accidentally AFKing this farm for quite a while before I ended up actually setting up the portals. And I got the lights all the way up to, what is that, 5.8 million slime balls. And I did a whole bunch of crafting, and we got 6 double chests of slime blocks so far. We need 22 to make 2 million, and there's still quite a bit of slime balls left in the system, but crafting it can get pretty tedious. I am using item scroller, so it's a pretty fast process. So it doesn't take too long to craft down a shulker box of these things, but each of these lights represents over 100 times that I have to do that. So it can get pretty grindy, and so I'm going to save that for later, and I'm actually not even going to AFK this farm right now because it's a 6,000 block flight back to my base. And we don't have a way of getting all this back right now, and I don't really want to have to craft all this right now, so we're going to save that problem for later. I got the farm working. It took longer than I want to. I want to start working on other things. And then we'll come back. We'll figure out a way to get all these back without having to take a million trips. And then I'll AFK at the farm and we'll get the 2 million slime blocks and I'll do all the crafting and all this stuff then. And we even still have, there's a whole bunch of materials over here that we got to figure out. These are actually the priority because these are like my main materials that I brought from my base, all the stuff that we brought over to build this with. I've already taken one trip to bring stuff back, But yeah, that's a lot of transporting. I have emptied out my ender chest. I probably will bring one of the double chests of slime blocks back with me, so we got a decent supply. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back to here, and we'll deal with all the rest of that later. Well, several trips later, I made my way back to my base, and I think it's finally time I did something with this mess here. This mess hasn't exactly happened on accident. It's because the multi-item sorting system that I have, which is actually the same old system I had, I just don't care for it very much. I tried to make it work, and you just kind of constantly have to move things around. Like, for example, I put a couple slots for oak fence gates, and I ended up having a lot more than that. And I had to move a bunch of things around. It's just like a constant fight against the number of items you have, and I just don't care for it that much. And also, the redstone in the back is not very nice to my FPS, even on my fairly advanced machine. When this thing is running, which it doesn't run too often, but when it is, you know that it's running because you run your cursor across this part of the screen and you can feel the FPS drop. It's pretty bad, and I don't really care for that. It's actually, Astazora has a hard time even being in my base while this thing is running because his computer isn't as strong as mine. And so that's another problem, but in general, I just don't care for this specific type of system anymore. It just doesn't work for my needs. Fortunately, however, Rapscallion has come up with a newer version of his multi-item sorting system that's now hopper speed, and also I tested it out, and as far as I can tell, I can actually leave the area, let it unload while it's running, while it's sorting items, and that won't actually mess up the system. It'll be just fine. And so that was the key problem I had with it last time around. So now that that's fixed, I think that's the sorting system I want to use. So let's rip this all up. Fortunately, I can just pull these shulker boxes straight off the wall here. Don't have to worry about putting the items anywhere. And let's tear it down and build the other sorting system instead. Whew, that took some doing, but I am glad to have it done. It is so nice to finally have this mess cleaned up here. But more importantly, it's nice to finally be able to take all my project materials and just throw them in the chest here and have my sorting system just take care of everything and not have to worry about it. So we've got the new chest wall over here. This is the multi-item sorting system. And what I've actually done is I've stacked two of them on top of each other. It's kind of hard to tell, but this one up here would be the top one. This one would be the bottom one. And then there's actually water elevators to bring these ones up into the bottom three chests on the wall. And then the top one sorts into the top three chests of the wall. And I think that utilizes the space a little better than having stacks of 6 chests. Instead, I've got 3 chests for one item and then 3 chests for another item. I think that works a little better. The downside is that the top row has overflow protection. So if the hopper leading into that chest up there is full, then they'll get sent over into my item overflow over there. This bottom row, because it uses a water elevator, there's no really way to tell if it's full, so it'll just spit it out in the water. And if that hopper there is full, then items will just sit on that hopper and despawn. And so I have to be careful about that. So I lose out on that overflow protection, but I gain some better organization, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it though. It took some work to get all the kinks out. There were some minor issues that I had with the way I built it. It's all crammed in there, so if there's an issue, it's really hard to tell that you missed a piece of redstone or something like that, which I did a couple of times. But yeah, we got our stone items here. Other building blocks that aren't quite stone up here. We got plants and food up here, and then wood items right here, mob drops, and then these are the meats and foods kind of thing, and then redstone components, the redstone components that aren't over on that wall over there, obviously, just all the extra ones. Might want to make a sorter for detector rails to clean that up a bit. Here's our treasures and items made out of iron, and then various materials there. Coral and flowers, which there's a couple shulker boxes of coral and flowers that haven't been sorted yet. So this one will actually be quite full. And then we got terracotta, concrete powder, and dyes. And then up here we got glass and carpet. So this works pretty well. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I've been using it obviously for quite some time, sorting everything out. It seems to work really, really well. I'm really happy with it. So now there's still more that I want to do. I've got the set of stairs here that's supposed to be a hidden set of stairs. So I want to set up this hidden set of stairs. I got another hidden set of stairs that I want to set up on the other side. I want to clean up these lights here. I want to set up some garbage systems so that I can have a chest here where I can just throw items away. So I want to do that on all three of these entryways here. And then maybe we can clean up this pathway here. Quite a bit to do. And oh yeah, also I never set up a item spitter to send. We still got to go downstairs to get the empty shulker boxes out of this chest right here. I just need to spit them into a stream of water and then send them up to that chest up there. So I want to do all of that, and then I'm going to be pretty happy with the storage system. This is going to be really nice. So let's get all that done. I've definitely made the storage system a lot more usable and a lot more attractive. And look at this, by the way. Look at this new sorting system through the glass. It looks really awesome, I think. I'm really happy with how that looks. And then we got some nice pathways here, which I'm really happy. I even included the pathway up to the cobblestone generator up there. And if we go on in, we got some garbage cans over here. We've got the shulker boxes are now coming up. You can see the water stream back behind it. And we've got no lights on the floor. Nice carpets covering up the what lights that there are, which is pretty nice. And then no staircase. The button I have placed over here. No real reason to hide the button. I just want to make the floor look clean most of the time. I don't need to hide the button. I want to make it easy for me to get at. So I just click the button and the stairs open up and I can get down here and maintain all of this and whatnot and see if anything's going wrong or whatever, you know, whatever needs doing. And we can see over here, we got the water path for the shulker boxes going up here, the redstone for the doors. I have a tutorial on my channel for the doors. I will link that. I'll have a little card up right now if you're interested in that. Been a very popular upload. And if you come over here, we've got the same thing going on the other side. Another set of stairs. We can shut it from below as well. Really happy with this. This is a big upgrade for my storage system. Still more to do, but I'm pretty happy with what I've done today. And the fact that I can now use my storage system is the biggest bonus. One last thing that I'd like to do is to build a cave in this rock wall right here. I think it'd look pretty good. It make the mountains look a little more natural because it wouldn't just be straight up and down. You'd see like some caves and stuff like that, and I think that would look pretty good. But also I've chosen this wall for functional reasons. One, we've already got this recess here, so this actually seems like it'd be a really good place to put it. But also, I've got my bed over there. This is the bed that I use all the time. You may have noticed it underground in the storage system. I use that bed all the time when phantoms are attacking me and I need to get away from them. I need a roof over my head, otherwise the phantom's going to attack me while I'm trying to sleep. So that's the bed I use all the time. And also, I fly from spawn. Spawn is in this direction. We come over here. You can see the obsidian bank, my 1-year anniversary cake, and my starter home, and the broken iron farm. So I come from this direction all the time, so it might be useful to like fly into that cave and have access to my bed fairly quickly. And I think that'd be a kind of a cool thing to have. I might move the bed at some point in time. I might actually put a building right here and then put the bed like underground in that and have the cave access it. Maybe have some access underground to that area over there as well. That might be kind of cool. But for now, let's stick to the cave, and maybe we'll also build out some more of this floating island while we're at it. I originally tried lighting up this cave, but I really like the intentional darkness instead. Unfortunately, that does mean that I had to put buttons down on the ground, which they do kind of look like stones, and I like varied them a bit. I just wish I didn't have to put so many of them down. If there were only a few, it would definitely look like stones. It would have a nice effect. But with so many of them, they are a little bit distracting. They're not too bad in the darkness. But out on this lip, I don't really care for this. I couldn't find a light source that would hit this area right here. I might try and see if I can figure something out. I tried putting a light source in the ground here, but it's really kind of obvious there. It doesn't work very well. We've got some light sources over in the wall, and those work pretty well. But I couldn't find anything that lighted this area, and I don't really like these stones on the lip. But back here, it's fine. I don't really mind that much at all. And I do like the intentional darkness. I think that looks pretty good. So yeah, we made quite a bit of progress on the floating island. Still a long way to come. But I do like this cave. It looks really nice coming in from a distance. The darkness makes it look more like a cave than when I had it all lit up. And it's a nice area that I can fly into. And then we'll add something at this end at some point in the fairly near future. So I'm looking forward to that. So hey, we are quickly approaching 500 subscribers on the channel, which is awesome, and thank you guys very much for that. And I was wondering if there's anything specific that people wanted for a 500 subscriber special. One person in my Discord requested a world tour, so let me know if you'd be interested in that, or if there's anything else you guys might be interested in. It's a little bit hard because everything I do is pretty big, so doing something big as a special is a little, so maybe just do something a little bit different. Let me know if you have any thoughts, but until then, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye now!